My name is Ethan. I'm one of the owners here at Southern Octane Garage. I am also the marketing director. Right now we're building a SEMA car. So we've been in business now about 2 years at this location, and this is our first debut build that we're building from the ground up. This is a resto mod vehicle, and we've started by building a complete chassis, and we're literally from the ground up building this into a custom vehicle. So this vehicle is something we're building for a local customer here, Mr. Joshua Bezzetta, who came to us looking to have a really mean and clean suicide slab, and this is something that we're really proud to be working with him on.
I'm Jeremy from Southern Octane Garage. We got about 4.5 weeks left before we got to go to Vegas, and a lot left to do, but we'll get it done. This car is really kind of a culmination of everything that I've learned over the past decade, with exception because it is on a tight timeline, so not every single trick and skill and piece of information can be fired out on it, but a lot of the things get to come together, like all the different fab stuff that's relatively new in my bag of skills versus the paint and body stuff that's been in there for so long. So it's nice just to kind of have everything into one project, so if somebody goes, what do you do? This is what we do.
So our shop, we've been in business about 2 years. This is our debut project. We're pulling out all stops, all tricks in our bag to build this one vehicle for this year. From paint, body, metal fabrication, mechanical performance, the whole 9 yards. We're helping with some of the interior fabrication, literally everything except wrapping it in leather and some of the foam work we're trying to do in-house. So the car we're building for the SEMA 2016 show this year, it's a 1965 Lincoln Continental convertible, and it's riding on a full custom-built chassis that we designed and fabricated here in-house. It features a 2006 Lincoln Navigator running gear, so the engine and transmission is the 5.4 3-valve from Lincoln Navigator. We've completely torn that apart and rebuilt it, poured polished heads, modern air rod suspension, Ford 8.8 rear end. Car is being featured in the Asante Wheels booth. It's booth number 61010. It's going to be November 1st through 4th at SEMA this year. Really, the purpose of this build is an understated custom resto mod. It's going to kind of be a timeless design. So these suicide slabs have been getting really popular the last 5 years. Most of them are typically black, laid out on air. We wanted to build something custom and original without being too over the top and too far out that it would be quickly dated. And the way we decided to do that was a custom interior featuring the Navigator dash and electronics, and painting it something other than black. So the car is going a really beautiful deep candy blue. So this chassis is riding on Airlift Performance airbags, the Dominator series, D2500 up front and D2600 in the rear, and we're using their air management system. The performance side of this build is pretty mild because it's mainly a low and slow cruiser, but to up the performance just a bit, we went with ported and polished heads and comp cams, mother thumper camshafts. For paint and body, we're using Matrix Automotive finishes. The color is a Ford factory color called Deep Kona Blue that we're modifying and tweaking a little bit to really make it pop. The interior of this project is being handled by our good friend Jimmy at Shine Auto Salon, who's doing an amazing, immaculate custom interior using Relicate leather. So we're Southern Octane Garage, and we're a family-owned hot rod shop. If you want to keep up with us, we're on Facebook at Southern Octane, Instagram, Southern Octane Garage, and you can find us on our own personal website that we manage and update regularly. That's southernoctanegarage.com.
Be sure to check us out on YouTube at Southern Octane Garage for all the build videos and updates. We got all sorts of other builds coming up after the Lincoln. We got 66 Bronco, 75 Blazer, our 62 Rambler wagon that'll be debuting at SEMA next year, and eventually our 70 Super Sport Chevelle whenever we get to it.